all you Virgos out there, and today I'm going to bring you messages that I channel from Spirit for you for the month of August 2022. Welcome to my channel, and please like, share, subscribe and all those YouTube things, and let's jump into it and see what guided messages I get for you guys for the month of August. All right, firstly we get the Angel of Love, Door to Spirit, and the Thinking Woman. Okay, now these are never gender specific readings, so take what resonates for you. They are general, and if you feel that you need a one-on-one reading, just go to my website and reach out and I'll be happy to help. So what is happening with you in August? Now, August, you're going to be very much in touch with your emotions. Now, being an earth sign, you're actually quite grounded, and you've actually got a sense of security that you help others feel. You're very long-term orientated, so you like things, you know, practical, in place, but you look long term. Now in August, I would like you to pull back a little bit and be in the moment as much as possible, because you've got a lot of things to be grateful for at the moment, and I don't want you to be, the word that comes is spiraling. When we spiral, you know, when we think too much and we then obsess about what we're thinking about, and we can actually get it a little bit imbalanced and out of hand. And that's what I feel the energy is finishing. It's sort of like you've been in that energy for a while, and things are sort of looking up, as in they're shifting and things are falling in place. So it's really a time for you to be in the moment. So the first card that we get given here is the Angel of Love. So you can see that this beautiful angel's looking down, and she's just focusing on love, purely love. And it's a time where Spirit is calling you to simply do that. Look at the small things that are happening around you and really focus on them. And when I say the small things, the things that bring you joy, the things that help you feel the love. So it feels like the energy you're coming out of has been quite, I don't want to say traumatic, or the word turmoil definitely comes through. And it's like you need to just piece together what's going on around your chest area, which is your heart space. So, you know, some beautiful YouTube videos on balancing your heart energy would be perfect for you moving into the month of August. There needs to be a little bit of self-forgiveness here as well, because you've you've got a real knack of criticizing yourself. There's this self-criticism that goes on, and you may not be aware of it. So sometimes it's external. So you've got a very keen eye for perfection and detail. So when you're looking outside, you can see if something doesn't look right. You can look at something, scan it really quickly, and instantly know if something doesn't look right. And that's a great technique to have, but the thing is, sometimes when you focus on that, you're actually looking for the faults. And there's been a bit of that at the moment also, and then it's gone internal where you're looking at yourself and you're not fully satisfied with who you are. Here's a news flash: you're freaking amazing, and it's time that you own this, because Virgos have a great energy. People love to be around them. You've got a sense of humor that breaks up any tension. Allow that tension to sometimes suffocate you, and it goes internal. So that's what we want to break up. Okay, so definitely leading into August, you're going to find those moments that you're going to switch on and just go, you know what, I'm grateful for that. And allow that love in, whether you be with friends or family or children. These don't need to be your children. They can be friends' children, nieces, nephews, that type of thing. Because when you have these children with you, it brings back that joy and that inner child, because that's what Spirit's really saying you need to tap into, especially this month. So whether or not you've got a family holiday planned, or you just need to take a walk in nature, but there's something that brings up the joy. Now, if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, it's been quite dark and cold. And in that time, we want to be close to people. We want to be nurtured and cozy, and that's something you can give to others, but it's time that you give this to yourself. So really look at the little moments and bring in that joy and own it and let yourself feel that gratitude, because most of this stuff around you, you're the one that's created it. And it's time that you own up to that. Now, the next card we've got is Door to Spirit. So you must, I know Spirit is very, very close to you at the moment, giving you signs and synchronicities. Yet, because of the energy that you're just stepping out of, you may have felt very unsupported of late. And you're feeling like you're the only one getting things done. But this is not the facts. This is just your point of view, and everything's perception. So you change the way you think and believe things around you, and you'll find that everything will fall in place with the way you think or believe. So up until now, you're feeling like you're the only one that's been getting things done. And you're right in your mind, but it's not fact. So when you start realizing that other people are allowed to assist you in whatever's going on, you let them in, again, that's fact. Because you're believing it, you're perceiving it, okay? So your reality is true to you, and that's okay, but be mindful what you're believing, because it's just your perception, all right? So Spirit is very, very close to you at the moment. It'll be really nice for you to sit in some meditation, ask them to come through, ask them to give you signs and synchronicities through your dreams. Now, whether or not you've been having negative thoughts or nightmares, it feels like you've been on, like I said, the word spiral comes in again. You know, you might have one negative thought and that's it, boom, you just spiral. And I know Spirit's coming close to say it's just been almost like a detox was needed last month, whether or not you had extra late nights or extra caffeine or extra alcohol, whatever it was, but there was something where you weren't looking after yourself, where you'd usually stopped, yet you kept going. And Spirit's here to say, you know what, I've got you back this month, and it's time that you take that extra moment to have that extra half an hour sleep, or, you know, soak your feet, or have a bath, something like that, because Spirit's really talking about self-nurturing. It's very, very important for you. Now, the last card we get here is the Thinking Woman, and again, not a gender specific reading, but I know that there's some feminine energy that's coming in that's making you rethink your decisions of late. And you know, I just really want to step you out of the energy that you've been beating yourself up, because that's what this is, that's been happening. And I get a bit choked up and I get dry in the throat. I need a drink. But I know that you're almost overexerting yourself. And it's okay to pull back now and start just taking the month of August to reassess. There's actually not a lot for you to do in August. You might have a list that's, you know, as long as your arm. But Spirit's saying, just go at your own pace. I don't want you to be pressuring yourself. I don't want you to go, but this needs to be done. There's a deadline. It's like, well, you know what? You're going to get it done, but not perhaps the way you think it's going to happen. All right, there's going to be a few twists and turns through August for you that are going to be out of your control, and expect them. And when you expect them, you'll feel so much more in control. So you'll have a plan, but make your plan loose, so that if there's any changes or anything that comes up, you're not going to go straight into meltdown or that old spiral pattern you were doing last month in July, because you know, things are changing. Things are changing. You know, supply and demand and world issues. There's lots of things that are changing constantly. And because you like to plan ahead and like to be structured, this sort of stuff really can irritate you and get you into meltdown. And that's all July sort of stuff, you know, June, July. August, coming in September. September is where you're going to feel much more enlightened, and I know that's where your birthdays start happening. In the Southern Hemisphere, we start having spring, so it's the rebirth, that type of energy. Northern Hemisphere going into rest and recuperation into the colder months. So that makes sense. I just want to pull one more card out for you guys, because the theme for August is to let go of the control more so, and just be really grateful for what you have, because when you focus on what you have, you get more of that. And when we focus on the beauty in that, that's what we get. taking the next step, bold and ambitious choices, partnering with others who share your dreams, expanding your plans, continue to move forward. So this card here, you can see that he's just holding the world in his hands. And he's got some support right behind. Now, that straight away is your spirit guides. You've got a lot of spiritual assistance around you at the moment. And it's real, look, you can plan ahead, as in long term, but know that rest is very, very important, else you won't do the sprint. You won't do the marathon. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And you just got to take that time out. It's time for reflection. It's time to just slow down the pace through the month of August. And that is your messages, my beautiful Virgos. And happy birthday coming up next month. Take care, and please share, like, subscribe, pop your comments down below. Let me know how you enjoyed this reading. And thank you for tuning in. Stay well, be kind to others, but especially be kind to yourself. Peace out.